What's up, guys? Scotty2Hockey here, aka the Average Hockey Fan, once again, and with all the excitement surrounding the Montreal Canadiens getting to select Cole Caulfield in the first round, there were some really interesting picks that kind of went under the radar in the later rounds, and one of the more interesting picks to me was Jayden Struble, selected in the second round, 46th overall by the Montreal Canadiens. This kid was an absolute freak at the combine, coming first place in 5 of the 18 categories, 5 of the 18 things they have you do, he came first place in, and he was kind of an off-the-board pick that surprised a lot of us. Jayden Struble, a bit of an off-the-board pick by the Montreal Canadiens that surprised a lot of people. The 17-year-old got selected 46th overall. A huge part of the reason why was because this kid was a freak at the combine, a true physical specimen at only 17, almost 200 pounds of muscle, and a great athlete. He placed first place in the combine in 5 separate categories: grip strength for both left and right hand, bench press, mean power output, and the long jump. He was the talk of the combine for sure, but he also brings a lot on both sides of the puck. Though primarily a strong-bodied shutdown defensive defender in his USHS Prep League program, he also has quick feet and smooth skating for a kid his size. He can drive to the net and has a nice bomb of his shot from the blue line as well. With over a point a game for St. Sebastian, this guy offers some offensive upside for sure. He does need to work on his hockey IQ and decision making because he makes some bold decisions on the ice which lead to costly turnovers, and he isn't the best stick handler. He more so drives to the net using his big physical frame to just power through people, and we all know in the NHL that's going to be a lot harder to do than what it is in a prep league, so he is going to need a few years to develop for sure. He was invited to a training or development camp in Brazard, and he's already got a few scrimmages in. One really interesting quote from Struble that I had written down here that I found interesting from the training camp interviews, where he said, "There are a lot of great players here. There are a lot of great players here. Whether it's Suzuki or Paling, there are a lot of high talent, and you realize I can defend these guys, and it's not that big of a gap if you think about it. I definitely have to improve a lot of things and get a lot better, but it's good to see where you fall against these high talent guys. So it's good to see a young player like this challenging himself against the Montreal Canadiens' best prospects and feeling like he can play against these guys. In 2018-2019 for St. Sebastian School, he had 28 games played with 10 goals, 30 assists, 40 points. His position is left-handed defenseman. He's 6 foot tall, 194 pounds, and an absolute physical specimen. The strongest player in the draft and one of the younger players in the draft. The strongest player at the combine, but by far physically the strongest player in the draft. Especially in those grip tests, to be the strongest in your weakest and your strongest hand. That really says something in the long jump too. This kid is a dynamo, and if developed right, could be an excellent prospect for the Habs. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Have a great day. Scotty2Hockey, over.